everyone, this is Faith from faithsbizacademy.com, and I am so excited to be recording this video for you because just a few days ago, Canva actually hosted their major event, Canva Create, and they have released so many new features on Canva, and it's super exciting, okay? So it is my hope that I'm going to use this video to share with you what I have learned about these new Canva features, and hopefully also get you excited about using them and giving you ideas on how you can use them and apply them to your digital product creation or just anything to expand your creativity. Okay, so are you ready? Let's dive in. We are on my Canva homepage right now, and if you have just started logging into your Canva account, you know, if it has been a few days before you actually logged on, you would now realize that there is this whole series of gifts waiting for you to unwrap them. Okay, so it would fall under here, Discover the Magic from Canva Create. So there are more than 10 new features, and like I mentioned just now, if it's the first time you're actually testing out the new features, they would appear as gift wrapped presents right here waiting for you to unwrap them, and all you have to do is just click on them individually and that will activate the new feature and you can start using them right away. Okay, so I just want to show you how I actually use a combination of these new features to create something. Okay, we're gonna start doing a recipe. Okay, you can actually do everything. You can just use your creativity and use different ideas or whatever niche that you're in, whether it's digital product creation or blogging or whatsoever. I do feel that with the new features, with an improvement, a major improvement in the AI system that Canva is using, it's going to help you create more content faster and easier. All right, so let's first start with Magic Write. Okay, it's right here on my dashboard here. Try out Magic Write. So basically, like, you know, a lot of people are into using AI like ChatGPT to actually write their blog posts, write their newsletters, write their sales copy. And now on Canva itself, you can use their Magic Write to help you with writing. All right, so let's test it out. So the other new, very nifty feature is that there's this thing called Canva Assistant. Okay, so let me just go to create a new design. Top right hand button, the top right hand corner, the purple button. Let's just start with a US letter document. Okay, so if for whatever reason that you're not seeing the applications that I'm using yet, the new features, once again, you need to make sure that you have unwrapped them and kind of activated them, all right? And you will find them all on your home page, okay? So now I have started a new document, and on my bottom right hand corner, you will notice this little circle with some stars on it, and that is the Canva Assistant. And now this Canva Assistant is going to be super helpful when it comes to toggling different features and activating different features as we're just doing our product creation. Okay, so now I want to start by creating a recipe. Okay, let's say I'm I don't know, a food blogger, for example. I just want to create some recipes to sell. That's also possible, right? I'm going to click on the Canva Assistant to help me trigger the feature. So you can search for anything that is on Canva itself. So here, I'm gonna start by searching Magic Write. So you see that is where it is right here, Canva Assistant. Click on, just type in something to search and you can click on Magic Write. And this little window pops up. And here we have Magic Write. So let's say, how to bake a spinach quiche. Okay, and just a few moments. There we go. Do you see that? That was really fast. Was that even 5 seconds? I don't think so. It was super duper fast. So now we have this recipe, how to bake a spinach quiche. That was the words in my prompt, right? And that generated this particular recipe with the ingredients, with the instructions. Maybe you probably have questions like, oh, how many people are we feeding? How many packs is this, right? So maybe we can just improve it a little bit. Let's try that again. Clicking on Canva Assistant. And here, I'm just gonna type on write using Magic Write. And how to bake a quiche for 4 people, let's say. Let's see if there's any changes to it. But either way, Okay, so you see that there were two different variations, right? Serves for people. We've got some more specific ingredients right now. So let's say I'm just gonna stick with this. Okay, let's say I'm happy with this. I'm gonna stick with this. Now, what is cool? The second feature. Now, this is Magic Write, right? So we just put in some words, some prompts, and voila! Now there's a recipe for us to help us bake a basic quiche, right? And then, what if I want to translate it to different languages? That's also possible. Once again, back to your home page. Under Discover Translate, okay, that is also a new feature on Canva. You can now translate your content into hundreds of different languages, if I'm not wrong, but basically there's so many different languages that you can translate your content to, which makes it super easy for you to now address and target different groups of audience speaking different languages. So now back here with our recipe, let me just Ctrl D to duplicate it right here. And now this one, once again, I want to use the Canva Assistant and bring out Translate. And once again, if you haven't triggered it yet, you would need to go back to your home page, unwrap that little gift to trigger the new feature Translate. Okay, so now I'm gonna click on this, Translate. So here, automatically detect the original language, which is English, and let's say I want to translate it to Mandarin. Chinese, okay, Chinese simplify and just apply to page 1. So now in this case, it's going to be applied page by page. So instead of duplicating the text box, I'm going to duplicate this page. Okay, so page 1 is going to be an English recipe. Page 2, let's try it again. Select apply to page 2 and hit translate. And there we go. And it looks pretty accurate to me, okay, based on my ability to read and write Chinese. I think it looks actually pretty accurate, so that's great. Now, if I were to duplicate this page again, let's duplicate page 2, right? And we're going to translate it to, let's say, Japanese. Well, I don't know Japanese, so I wouldn't be able to tell if the translation is good, but seeing how the original English version translates to Chinese, I believe the Japanese version would also be pretty accurate. So there we go. We're just converting from one single English page of content into a Chinese content into a Japanese content, and that was just done in several moments. Okay, so that was that. The second feature, translate. Okay, now I don't really need any of these. Oh well, we're just gonna leave as that. Now, click on this text box again. I want to dive deeper into the Magic Write. Now, you will see that after I click on the Canva Assistant, now because I've actually used the Magic Write to write this content. Now, even if you actually have already written content on your own, you can still use the Magic Write to kind of modify your content to summarize, expand, rewrite, or edit with Magic Write by using their prompts. So let's try if we were to summarize it. Okay, let me just click on it and to summarize it. There we go, it's summarized into a way more simplified version. Canva Assistant, help me bring up to Magic Write, expand text. Let's click on that. And there we go. So once again, it's so fast. I am amazed by the speed at which these things are moving. So it's super duper simple, super duper fast. Just try it, okay guys? Try it after you watch this video first, all right? Just try to read. Hopefully this video summarizes all the features that are new to you, helps to give you an idea of what can be done and how to actually combine the different features together, like how I've just used Canva Magic Write and then the Canva Translate feature, okay? So now that we have this simple quiche recipe, what do I want to do? Well, if I really want to create like a piece of recipe, like a printable page with nice images, what am I gonna need? I'm gonna need a nice photo or an image of spinach quiche, right? For example. So what do I do now? Now I'm going to go to Canva Assistant, new feature, text to image, or rather it's not exactly a brand new feature. In all honesty, text to image has already been around for a couple of months if I'm not wrong, but they have improved it. Okay, so let me just try to find if it's right here, if I can bring it up from the Canva Assistant, text to image. Let's see, clicking on text to image. Now here we've got this one. I'm not too sure what this is, but never mind. I think I'm gonna look for it on the left-hand side menu, all right? Follow me here. Left-hand side menu, we're going to go to applications on the left-hand side menu, and here you should see text to image. If you don't see it right at the top, maybe just scroll down and you should be able to find it somewhere here under create something new, so text to image. Now this is the AI that helps you basically generate graphics using just simple prompts. So let's start with using that. And here, once again, I just want to use, just create a spinach quiche. So maybe spinach quiche on a dining table, well decorated. I am really not very sure how it will look like, but let's just try that, okay? Because I do want to add an image to my recipe. So let's do that, and I probably want something that looks more like a photo. So now the improvement here is that previously it was just text to image. Now you can actually choose the different styles, all right? So there are different styles. There's like colorful, psychedelic, concept art, three-dimensional, anime, watercolor, and stuff like that. So do try it on your own. But right now here, I'm just gonna go for photo and click on create image, and every time it creates, it generates 4 different images. If you want to try to generate it again, you can just reuse the same prompt and generate it again. Look at that, this looks pretty decent. Yeah, I like this one. So this looks like it's something that I can actually use for my recipe. How cool is that? Or I could also use this one. But let me see. I'm gonna try just to add a new page and perhaps choose this, okay? Because there are more things in this image, because I want to use this image as an example to show you another new feature. So now once again, text to image gives you more options because you can actually choose the different styles of the image generated. So do try that, all right? Now that we have this new image, let's check out Magic Edit. What is that? So you can actually edit your photo. Click on the image and go to Edit Photo. Now here, we've got Magic Eraser, Magic Edit. Now Magic Eraser is super cool. It's like what you would do if you have like Photoshop, right? You can actually remove things, just use an eraser and rub it off, which makes it super easy. Okay, so let's say there are some, I don't know, blemishes, things that you don't want on the photo or the image. Now let's see, like this particular crumb, maybe I don't want that. I'm just gonna erase that away. And just wait for it. You can also adjust the brush size by moving the slider. And there we go, look at that. That little thing, that crumb is gone. So let's say here, I don't want the crumbs either. So I'm just gonna move my cursor and brush it off and just give it a couple of moments for the magic eraser to do its magic. Now with this magic eraser feature, it's going to give you a lot more room for creativity, right? It helps you with editing your images, removing things that you don't want in a photo, like somebody photobombed you, or you have your hair flying off and you just want to erase some part of that. That is so simple, right? Especially when it comes to editing photos for social media. Hey Instagrammers, this could be a really cool feature that you want to check out, okay? Magic Eraser on Canva. Now that is that. We've tried out the Magic Eraser. Now how about the Magic Edit? Let's go to the Magic Edit. Now the Magic Edit is even more magical. Why? Because you can, all right, yeah, reset the changes. Okay, that's fine. I'm fine with that. Okay, the Magic Edit actually helps you remove something and replaces something where you removed it. Sorry, I drew a blank. All right, so let me tell you what it means. So let's see, I remove this thing, okay, and then I'm going to replace it with, okay, brush over image, click on continue. I'm gonna erase that part, and then what to generate? A small sunflower. I'm not sure how it will look. Small sunflower, and then click generate, and let's see if it delivers the results as expected or as hoped for, as my fingers are crossed, you know. But this is super cool because once again, do you remember that I generated this image using the text to image feature? It's not even a photo that I took. There we go, there we go. So now we have a sunflower in its place. Cool. Now there are 4 different versions also. You can choose, let's try this one. I think I didn't do it too well with the erasing, so there's slightly some strange looking, yeah. So it's not 100% perfect, but well, it delivered, right? It delivered. I removed that small little bowl of something, butter, I'm not sure. And then now it's replaced by a sunflower. Let's say I'm happy with this, I'm gonna click done. Okay, so there we have it. We generated the image using the text to image feature, and then we managed to remove some crumbs using the magic eraser, and then we also used the magic edit to remove an entire little saucer here and replaced it with a sunflower, and there is our image right now. Now, if you want to have the freedom to actually draw your own things, now that is really cool, because I know a lot of the people in my community tell me they don't really use Canva on the computer, they use it on their iPad. Well, great news, because if you use Canva on iPad now, this is going to be even more fun for you, because presumably you're going to have your styluses, right? Your Apple Pencil. And that's going to make it so much easier to use this new feature called Draw. All right, on the left-hand side menu, you should see Draw once again. If you don't see it yet, that's because you haven't unwrapped the gift that Canva has presented to you. Back to your home page, make sure you scroll through this entire row of presents, unwrap them individually to activate them, okay? And then you should be able to see them on the left-hand side menu. And if you cannot find them, go to Canva Assistant on the bottom right-hand corner, which is gonna be your new best friend on Canva. Hopefully I'm the second best friend to come and watch my videos, okay? And then now back to Draw. There we go. I clicked on Draw and we have this, okay? This is simple. You've got markers, you've got pencils, you've got highlighters, you can change the colors. And there we go. We can draw, okay? So it basically gives you more flexibility to actually illustrate or draw things that you like using Canva Draw. That's one of the other new features so far. I think I've touched on 6 new features: Magic Write, Translate text to image, Magic Edit, Magic Eraser, Draw, and not to forget our Canva Assistant. So that's 7 new features. Now, what else? Magic Design. Okay, so I've got some content, right? Remember, I've got the image, I've got a recipe for the quiche, I've got now a photo for that shows my spinach quiche. Now, how do I actually incorporate this into, let's say, a social media image, right? A social media image that I can post on Pinterest, Instagram, Facebook, whatsoever. Now, but I don't want to start from scratch. Remember, I just want to use some templates. I want to start with something that is easy for me to edit and then post online. So let's try this. Let me first save the image of the quiche. I'm just going to go to File and create a new design, okay? Let's say I create a custom design, 600 by 600 pixels. Create a design because I want to download the image of the quiche and save it as its own. Okay, let's choose this one, Control C, paste it here, Control V. And here, going to the ellipse menu, I'm going to set image as background and go to share and download this image. All right, let's name it spinach quiche image, and then I'm gonna download it on my computer. Click on download and download it. And then meanwhile, I'm going to go to my home page and look for Magic Design. Here, try out Magic Design. So let's click on that. And here, try it out. Now what it does is it allows you to drag and drop an image, and then they will use that image to generate several templates that you can use. Okay, so insert media. So I'm going to choose a file, select from upload. So here, let me choose the one that I have already edited, right? Remember replacing that little dish with the sunflower? So I want that image. So I'm going to upload it and just give it a few moments and see what Magic Design comes up for us. And there we go. Look at that. Look at that. It immediately the text, what the image is about, because what we see is a banner that says new menu. We have this one that says tomato pizza. Well, it's not really a pizza, but well, I think we get that Magic Design gets that this image is on food, which is really cool. Now, breakfast recipe, pizza party. Now, if you want to, oh, I really love the combinations of colors. It looks really good here. Okay, so you see that the templates are actually in different dimensions, which is really easy for you to just grab the template and post it on whichever social media. So for example, I like this one Instagram post. Here you can see this crown. Well, I am subscribed to the Canva Pro subscription. Strongly encourage you to consider doing that because it gives you a lot more features. But even if you want to stay as a Canva free user, well, you still have access to tons of templates and tons of features. So that is perfectly fine as well. But let me just click on this one. Let's say I love the way it looks and I want to use this. Or if you still want to make some tweaks, you can. Just to bring your attention to style, you can choose the color schemes. You can choose the fonts pairings if you want. Headline here is where you can actually change. So let's say healthy spinach quiche recipe. Okay, so I'm just going to add that and add to the results, and let's see how it modifies. Do you see that? Now the headings are all changed to healthy quiche recipe. Now, even though there's this blood orange pie, it doesn't make sense, but well, I'm gonna change that. The whole idea is the layout is already there. I don't have to start from scratch. I can use this template and just start and get going. So it's gonna make it so much easier to post new images online, okay? Or, you know, whether it's social media or using it as marketing material on, you know, running advertisements, stuff like that. It's so easy when you're actually starting using a template, okay? So this is the template, and here, let's say I just want to type something else, and there we go, and I'm happy with this. I don't even want to change anything. Oh, maybe I just want to add my logo, right? Add my logo. Go to my brand hub. You can, now they, I'm gonna jump a little bit. One of the other new features is that they have totally expanded what you can do with your brand hub. Okay, let me just go to brand hub. All right, when you go to your brand hub, it's gonna give you a lot more room to add on the graphics, the fonts, the types, the presentation templates that you can use, that you can actually put on, set it as your brand template, so that if you have, you know, if you have a huge team, or even if you have a team of just 2 or 3 people, people can just log on to the same Canva account, your Canva team account, and they can start using the brand templates to create, you know, brand accurate designs. Okay, so that is definitely an upgrade. Brand templates, check that out, especially if you work with a team. Okay, now here I'm just gonna grab my logo off my brand kit and let's put it here. faithsbizacademy.com, guys. So I don't really do recipes, but this looks really fun. Okay, so well, if I'm happy with that, I'm just gonna click on share. I can download it and then just upload it to Instagram or wherever I wanna put up this image. Super fast, super easy, super cool. So that was Magic Design, okay? Now, how about Magic Presentation? Another new feature. Back to the home page, back to unwrapping our gifts. Try out Magic Presentation. So Magic Presentation basically works like Magic Design in a sense, okay, or rather it's a combination of Magic Write and Magic Design, because you come up with a prompt, okay, how to bake a spinach quiche in 30 minutes. I really don't know. I'm just gonna put it there. Okay, and what it's gonna do is gonna come up with several slides with images and words. Look at that. Wow. Wow, and well, this is, oh my, it's making me feel hungry. But this is such a cool presentation. Okay, so it depends on the prompts. And once again, I think this AI is actually pretty smart because, wow, look at the images. It looks so good. Okay, and then straight away you have the ingredients, you have the preparation, you have the steps, and there we go. Presentation done. It looks super professional. Of course, if you want to change the styles, you can, right? All you have to do is go to design. If you don't like the color scheme, you can go to design. You can go to layouts. And this is where you can change the layouts of the page, okay? There are suggested layouts like here. We're just gonna give it a while to load. Right here, if it's this, right now the layout is just a text with an overlay and an image at the back, right? You can choose different layouts where it includes another grid. You can drag and drop your different images as well. So maybe this one, change to a different slide. You can also find different layout ideas, okay, to change the look of this particular page. And then styles is where you can choose the color scheme and let's say the fonts as well. Okay, so let me choose a different color scheme. I can change that. I can apply it to all the pages, and then now the color scheme is going to change. It's going to look different from what was originally presented to me, and then you can change the fonts as well. But guys, this is brilliant. This is amazing and incredibly brilliant. We just have a very professional looking presentation done up with just a few seconds, and all I did was type in how to bake a quiche in 30 minutes. How to bake a spinach quiche in 30 minutes. So there we have it, magic presentation. Okay, so let's say I just want to do something funny. Okay, I'm gonna go to elements. Oh, I know. Okay, never mind. I'm just going to go to elements and I'm gonna search for an ant. Okay, here I have this very cute little ant, and what do I want to do? I want to animate it. Another new feature, animation. Now I'm gonna bring out my Canva Assist. Once again, if you haven't triggered animation, go back to your homepage, unwrap the gift that says try out animation, and then you will have it, okay? Canva Assist, help me to please bring out animation. Or maybe I have to put animate element. There we go, animate element. Let's try that. Now here, immediately on the left-hand side, it pops up create an animation. Now drag the element. So I'm going to drag this element and I'm just going to, I want to animate this. Click on that. Look, okay, so on the left-hand side, there's this quick tutorial. It basically tells you that if you select your element and drag it around, it's going to create an animation that moves your element. So here, what I want is I want this ant to crawl to the quiche. Okay, there we go. You can even increase the speed. There we go. That's a really fast ant. That's a very smooth and steady, and let's make it really slow. And it's just gonna crawl all the way to my quiche. But well, guys, it's just gonna make your presentations and whatsoever more interesting, because now you can animate specific elements however you want. Okay, so this is it. So that's yet another very fun new feature, animation. Okay, so try that out. Now back to home page again, and I think we've already touched on like 12 new features: Magic Write, Canva Assistant, Translate, Text to Image, Magic Edit, Magic Eraser, Draw, Magic Design, Magic Presentation, Animation. Oh, that's 10. And then we're going to Beat Sync. Okay, Beat Sync is also a new feature. Well, I haven't really particularly tried out Beat Sync in all honesty, but what it does is it's supposed to allow you to kind of put up a video, add in all those images that you want, add a music that you like, and then it really helps you kind of animate your video according to the beats of the music. It's not really something I would personally use in the things I do for my work, so which is why I haven't really explored it. But if you actually use, you know, like create lots of videos with upbeat music, then you should definitely check out Beat Sync. That's also a new gift Canva has for you, okay? Now we have other features that are not found in the gift section, but you will see them as you do your creations. Let's go to my recipe page again, like right here, right? So let's just check this page. Now, grids. Grids are now available. Go to File, go to View Settings, and go to Add Guides. There we go. So these guides help you create different, you know, it sets out grids, right? So let's say I've got 6 columns, I've got a 3x3 grid, and basically you can have the guidelines that stay and appear on the page to help you kind of align your images and your text. So this is actually also very cool. Now, if you were to use your own, set your own guides, for example, let me just cancel that. If I want to set a guideline, I can just drag and drag from the top ruler. And on the left hand side, you also have a ruler, right? If you don't see the ruler, that's because you need to go to File, go to View Settings and Show Rulers and Guides, okay, to actually activate them and to make them visible. So now here you see this purple line cuts across, and now it appears on every single page. So what's the purpose of this? This allows you to kind of frame your content. So for example, if I want my page to be divided in this way, and this line helps me make that division without actually putting a physical line on the page, because this line, this purple line, will not get printed out. It will not be visible in the final product. It just acts as a guideline, okay? So if you can actually create your own guides, create your own grids. So if you want vertical lines, you can drag from the ruler on the left hand side or drag it from the top. Okay, so the rulers actually help you make measurements, so you know like how far away from the top of the page or how far away from the sides of the page by using the ruler. So let's say I have this grid, and then maybe here, this is where I want to add a shape, for example. So then it makes it super easy because I have the guides, and I have made the measurements already, and then I'm just going to adjust my elements according to the guidelines that I have set for myself. Something like this. Okay, so use the guidelines to actually help you align or frame the contents on your page. And the other one, a new feature, gradients. Okay, gradients. So let's see. Go to this color swatch. Every time you want to change the color of an element, you can go to the color swatch, the color palette, right? And this is where now you see that there's gradients. So it's super cool. It gives you more variations in colors. So let me just select this particular gradient shade. Now, even for this gradient shade, you can then change the different colors. So let me just click on this color palette and click on the filters, what do you call that? The adjustments, right? You can change how the gradient looks. Is it circular? Does it go diagonal? You can also change the gradient colors by inputting your own hex code or just by using the slider. Okay, so this is super cool. It really helps with your design because now you can have more effects, more colorful designs with this gradient feature. Okay, and layers. Now, if you have been frustrated by, when you add a lot of different elements on your page and then you realize that, oh, it's so difficult to pick a specific element because they are on different layers or they're on the layer below it. Well, good news. Let me just go crazy by adding lots and lots of layers now, which is on the top, which is at the bottom. I have absolutely no idea. But well, you can just click on one element, go to position, and you can look at layers. That is a new section, guys, layers. Now you can see just at a glance how many layers I have, how many different layers of elements I have. And all I need to do is click and drag to move one element from the bottom to the top or whatsoever. I can click and drag to change the positions of the elements. Makes it so much easier when it comes to designing, okay? And it's also much easier to select the correct element. Like for example, now I want the circle. I just click on the layers, the circle is selected, I increase its size, I can manipulate it, and then I can change its color. Let's make it black, stuff like that, okay? So use the layers, a very, very awesome new addition. I'm so glad they actually added this. This is really, really awesome. What else? So that falls under position and under layers, and then that is what you can see, okay? So that's about it, guys. That's it. That is the features, the new features updated in March 2023. I hope you have had fun watching this video. Now, the more fun part would be actually trying it out yourself, okay? So if you have any questions, please feel free to leave them in the comment section below, and I will try to get back to you as soon as possible. I would very much appreciate it if you could like this video, like and subscribe, and follow our channel to stay tuned for more updated, new, exciting, helpful Canva tutorials in the months ahead, and I will see you around.